The purpose of this video is to give you advice that will help you evaluate whether you are adequately prepared for an online course. Make sure that you have regular, consistent access to a computer with an internet connection. An inability to get online will not excuse you from classwork. Theoretically, you could rely on a local library for computer and internet access, but in my experience, you really need your own personal computer and internet access to be successful in any college class, let alone an online class. If you do not own a computer, I encourage you to consider investing in a laptop or desktop computer. Make sure that you can log in to the CMO portal in the class Moodle site. We will be using Moodle quite extensively in this class, so you must be able to regularly access the class Moodle page. Make sure you have an up-to-date internet browser, preferably Google Chrome. For this class, you will need to be able to read articles from websites as well as watch YouTube videos. If your browser is old and out of date, then you may not be able to access some material. I recommend the Google Chrome browser because of its reliability, speed, and bookmarking abilities. You can sign into Chrome and access your bookmarks on any computer. Be prepared to check your student email account regularly. When I send a mass email to the class, it will go to your CMO email account. I may also send individualized messages to you, especially if there's some kind of problem or issue that we need to address. So, it is extremely important that you check your CMO email on a daily basis. Make arrangements to acquire your books from the university bookstore or another bookseller. We will begin using your textbooks early in the semester. If you are in English 100, please note that I do not require you to have Beyond the Blank Page or a pocket-style manual, the style guide that most English 100 classes use. You may want to use these books as additional resources, but I will not assign any reading from them. Everything in these books is covered in the textbook that I do require for English 100, Writing: A Guide to College and Beyond by Lester Fagley. Consider your likes and dislikes for completing coursework. An online class is very different from either a blended or a fully face-to-face class. You will be expected to work independently without supervision. I will not send emails reminding you to turn in papers or complete forum posts. You will need to refer to the course schedule to know what to do and when to do it, and you will need to manage your time effectively so that you can accomplish what you need to accomplish. If you have questions or confusions about the schedule, please do not hesitate to let me know. You will need to be self-disciplined and self-motivated, especially at the semester's end. In my first online class, I noticed that most of the students began lagging at the end of the semester. You must be self-disciplined and self-motivated to manage your time and make yourself complete your coursework, but this is especially true when your other classes become busier as finals week approaches. I urge you to use some kind of planner and to look ahead so that you don't procrastinate on an assignment only to feel overwhelmed later because you have the other major assignments you didn't think about. You will be expected to use a computer and the internet for the vast majority of your coursework. If you are not comfortable using technology, then you will need to become more comfortable. The best way to learn technology is to use it. If you have problems, then I am here to try to help. There is also the university's IT help desk, but you will have to take an active role in figuring out any technological issues you might experience. You will be expected to engage your instructor through email or teleconferencing when you have some need for one-on-one discussion. If I don't know about a problem or issue you're having, then I cannot help you with it. You must be comfortable emailing me with questions. Here are some questions to consider as you evaluate whether you want to work in an online course. Can you work independently, planning and executing your own work? If you need a teacher who reminds you a month in advance when assignments are due, then an online class may not work well for you. Will you feel comfortable posting your work for others to read online? If you do not want to post your writing for your classmates to read, then you will not want to complete the forum post for this class, and this class may not be for you. Will you be able to read and comment on classmates' work online? If you cannot access Moodle or the forum posts, or if you simply do not want to read something on your computer screen, then this class may not be the best fit for you. Are you prepared to access library resources and tutorial resources online? You may come to campus to use the library, the Writing Center, or other tutoring services, of course, but I am assuming it would be more convenient for you to access these services online. The library has tons of online resources, and the Writing Center accepts papers and provides feedback through email. Can you manage the time commitment for online work? Many students say that online learning is more time-consuming than face-to-face learning. You will need to set aside some time in your schedule to work on this class, and it may require more time than you expect. You will need to be committed and flexible as you figure out how much time to allocate to this class. You may work slower or faster than other students, but every writer, including me, must devote significant time to his or her writing to produce anything worth reading? Can you make an effort to engage the instructor when necessary without having any face-to-face class meetings? I am dedicated to being a resource for you. However, I tend to be fairly hands-off unless you ask for my help. I work better when I'm left alone, so I tend to treat other people the same way rather than micromanaging them. If you have questions or need help, then you must ask, or else I may never even know about your problem. Online courses work well for many students. However, others do not like or do not succeed in an online format. You should make a conscious decision about whether this format is right for you. If you decide that you do not want an online course, please take advantage of CIMA's generous drop policy. You are welcome to enroll in a different course during the first week of classes. The sooner you make your decision, the sooner you can enroll in a different class or make plans for next semester. Thank you.